freedom. 2 Samuel 5. Now, David is now being given the kingship of Israel, of Israel, all the properties. And it took 22 years from the time he was anointed to say that he was going to be the king. It took 22 years for it to happen. David becomes the king, but it took again 22 years. It did not happen overnight. He had to keep on doing and being who he's supposed to be so he can arrive at the time of his life to be the king. Now, he was 30 years old and he was told this at a very young age that this would happen. But can you imagine walking out this journey and nothing's happening, and then during your journey, now Saul is trying to kill you, and you're fighting war after battle after battle after battle, and it probably didn't look like what was told to him that it was going to come to happen, but it did. But it took determination to keep going forward in what he was supposed to do and be. David continued to take cities after he became the king. He didn't become king and just become lazy. He became the king. He still kept taking cities in the power of the Lord. And that's the thing. He arrived and he still stayed in God. A lot of times people get into their position and they forget the Lord because they've arrived to where God has said, but God put him to a place to arrive in him as the king and to continue to be the king he called him to be, which is to be a conqueror for the Lord. So he takes on Jerusalem, he takes on Tyre, he takes on a place called Phasaelia. More children were born. A lot of times we feel like, oh, it's such a bad time, it's things happening, but kids are always born in the journey. There's always a generation that's going to come up after us to continue to fight in the Lord. And still David fought. He fought the Philistines. He still was fighting them. And you know what he kept still doing in the Lord? He asked the Lord, should I go against him? The Lord said yes. So he went against him and he won. Then the Philistines came back again. Did he say, oh, I already know the fight? Nope. He's asked again, Lord, do you want me to go against them? And the Lord said, I'm going to take you a different direction, but to attack them. And you still get the victory, but I'm doing it a different way. So it's very important to know that in the journey, you got to keep going. In the journey, you got to keep talking to the God. In the journey, you can't lose hope because of what it looks like. In the journey, you got to keep going until you get to the blessing and the victory. Well, that's my time. Stay free.